Well, I had woke up to a rainy day, so I couldn't detail any cars right off the bat. Decided to break out the old handheld steamer and see if I could blast off some of the mold from an old FD radio strap. This thing's been sitting in the garage for like 6 years since I checked out. And look at some of that growth. It's pretty thick. I didn't really want to put that into the house, just like that. Now I know this little steamer works well when I'm out detailing the vehicles at blasting away some pretty funky stuff. So I thought to myself, let's blast away this radio strap, make a little video, and see if we can get this mold knocked away and show how good this thing really is. So I dumped in the water, plugged in the steamer, and I let it heat up, and I got to work. Right away I could see it blasting away the mold and cleaning up this radio strap. It's pretty amazing what a few seconds of steam will do. This thing comes with multiple attachments, but I went with my go-to attachment to start off, which is what I like to call the straight stream nozzle. It's just a stiff tip nozzle that's going to give me a straight stream of that steam. And look at it go to work. It's legit blasting away that mold. Let me get y'all a close-up look so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's some satisfaction right there. Now if you're questioning, does steam kill mold? The simple answer is yes. At a high enough temperature and a long enough time of concentration in that area, the steam will blast away and kill that mold. In fact, most molds are heat sensitive and can be killed in ranges from 100 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. This little handheld steamer I'm using today gets up to around 212. So that mold's got no option but to go bye-bye. Not only is this little steamer doing the job, but look how fun it is to watch. I really like breaking out the steamer and using it, if nothing more than for some visual effects. There's just something so mesmerizing and soothing about all that steam. Did you know that the use of steam dates all the way back to at least 5000 BC, where it was known to be used for cooking in China? It's looking like as far as sterilization, steam was starting to be used in the late 1800s. This dude named Charles Chamberlain invented the first known pressurized steam sterilizer around 1880. Now this came hundreds of years later, after the first known pressure cooker was invented by this French dude whose name was like Dennis Papin or something, and he invented that around 1679. So we're talking right out about a couple hundred years in between cooking and cleaning with that steam. So I had this radio strap for a long time when I was on the department. A buddy of mine made it for me with my personalized tag on it. It's got a lot of cracks and crevices. It's been real wet and it's been real hot. So I broke out the little brush tip to put on the end of my nozzle so I could scrub into them little cracks and grooves. Now should I have laid this on a flat surface? Perhaps. Probably would have worked better. But at the time of me making this video, I just didn't have a flat surface to work with. I could have laid it on the ground. But if you remember me stating, it was a wet and rainy day out, so the ground was kind of dirty and I just didn't want to bend over and be working on the ground. So I hung it from this door right here, and it's working quite well. The brush is really stiff tipped and it's scrubbing and getting into them cracks and grooves quite well as the steam does its job. And to be honest with you, I've not had the opportunity to use this little brush attachment. It's kind of stiff and I don't want to put it on a dash or a door because I feel like it might rough it up a little bit. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to check it out. And it worked wonders. As steam makes contact with the surface you're cleaning, it effectively loosens dirt, stubborn stains, and nasty bacteria. The pressure detaches and lifts contaminants away from the surface, making residue easy to wipe away without any harsh chemicals. That being said, don't get it twisted. The steam does kill the mold, but it does not make all the dirt and debris disappear. you still have to come back through and wipe things down with a cloth. The steam just makes it much easier as it breaks away and loosens everything from the surface. Again, without the use of any harsh chemicals. That's going to be some of your basic benefits of steam cleaning. You're going to have an eco-friendly, deep clean, sanitized surface. Can you combine cleaning solutions with your steamer? Yes, I wouldn't put it in your steamer, but you can definitely use a cleaning solution along with using your steamer. For me personally, whenever I've done this, I usually will hit the surface with the cleaning solution, however I'm going to do it, with a brush, with a rag, whatever, clean the surface, and then I'll come back through with the steamer and steam clean the surface again. This just is going to give me an extra fresh, clean, and sanitized look to whatever surface I'm working with. In extreme cases though, such as this radio strap, if you can remember from the beginning of the video, extreme cases where your surface is just completely coated in filth or mold, mildew, what have you, just go right in with your steamer and start steaming your surface and loosening up that dirt and grime and blasting away the filth. There was no way I was even going to bother trying to put a chemical solution and wiping this strap off before I just came in right with the steamer. Honestly, that's why it's just been sitting, getting worse in the garage, growing more mold, because I was like, I don't even want to mess with that, you know. What am I going to do for that? Am I going to break out a rag and some vinegar and go to town on this leather strap and all these buckles and buttons? So I was just lazy and I let it sit there and grow more mold. And the fact that I was trying to figure out what particular cleaner I would use to get mold off of leather is just another great reason or two to have a steamer. The steamer is not only going to clean the leather, but it's also going to kill and sanitize the mold, bacteria, funguses, whatever that may be all over the strap. A lot of your products out there, especially ones that are safe for auto detailing, are not going to do all these things at once. And as you can see, our little handheld steamer made light work of that thick mold fungus that was growing all over our radio strap and holster. I'm probably going to come back over with another pass just so I can get in some of these cracks, crevices, and grooves a little bit better. But all in all, what a fantastic job the little handheld steamer has done. And this is one reason that the steamer is one of my major tools in my detail arsenal. I appreciate you putting up with my steamy nonsense today. Comment and subscribe, as these things make the YouTube world go round, I think.